Hey everybody, welcome to Make It Monday. My name is Mrs. Teresa, coming to you from Thomas Hughes Children's Library. And today we're going to be doing a little bit of kitchen science with a project that we call dancing rice. So all of these ingredients you find readily available in your kitchen probably. We use vinegar, we use baking soda, we use minute rice. Why minute rice? Because it's a little bit lighter, it's less dense than regular rice, it's a better dancer than regular rice. And we're going to be doing some measuring and pouring. So if you are out there with little bitty hands, maybe find somebody with maybe bigger hands that can help you with the measuring and pouring so you don't make too big of a mess in your kitchen. So we're going to start off with a jar of water, about half full, and we're going to add a couple tablespoons of baking soda. Okay, I'm going to do one. I'm going to do two. Baking soda is an incredible ingredient. It's used in baking, and it's also a cleaning substance. It's also used to refresh your refrigerator. So after you're through baking cookies, if you need your refrigerator refreshed, you can use your baking soda. Now we're going to stir this up, stir it up, stir it up, stir it up, stir it up. Okay, I think that's pretty well stirred up. Next, we are going to add a quarter of a cup of minute rice. Let me bring this down a little bit. See, I'm spilling my minute rice. I need somebody with better hands. So we're going to add this to the water. You're going to see that it floats a little bit. So we're going to give it a little bit of chance to kind of sink down there. And just to make things a little bit more mysterious, we're going to add some food coloring. I like blue, so we're going to use blue. And I'm going to stir that up a little bit. Oh, look at that. Awesome. Instant blue. So everything is dissolved in there. Our baking soda is dissolved. Our rice is added. So next, we are going to take some white vinegar. So next we're going to add a couple tablespoons of white vinegar, another amazing substance. So as our rice dancing, it's jumping around in the middle there. You see it kind of reacting on the bottom. We'll get the vinegar mixing it up a little bit. And it starts moving around. So we've created like a chemical reaction. If you see it starting to lift and move, we've created a chemical reaction that concentrates on mixing together the hydrogen ions, and the vinegar reacts with the sodium and bicarbonate ions, and it lifts the rice around, and it begins to dance and move around. So we've actually created two new chemicals, carbonic acid and sodium acetate. So the most important ingredient that we need is probably a little bit of dance music. So we see our rice is dancing around. So we've created dancing rice, and it's actually the bubbles. Okay, enough dancing, enough music. We've created the bubbles that carry the rice up into the water and make it move around. So it's actually the rice is kind of catching a ride. And you can also try to add, if you want to make it a little bit fizzier, try to add a little bit more vinegar and see what happens. And it begins bouncing around again. And you can adjust your ingredients, and you can use different substances. You can make dancing raisins. If you have peas, dried beans in the house, you can make dried dancing beans. You can actually try it with regular rice and see what happens. That's a wonderful thing about science, experimentation. You can kind of tweak the ingredients and the amounts to see what happens. So today we have our rice dancing around a little bit. And that's our kitchen experiment for today, called Dancing Rice. Thanks for joining us from Thomas Hughes Children's Library. We hope you join us for Second Saturday. We're going to be doing all sorts of fun things with food, and that's going to be coming up. So consult the library website. And until then, have fun in your kitchen.